Hey everybody, it's Dr. Ryan Wolford here with TotalHealth-Fitness.com, and I want to show you the first step to eliminating low back pain. Now, before I even show you what that is, I basically have to explain why that is and some other treatment options that don't work and why they don't work. Now, I got my spine here to help demonstrate why. So here's the spine, here's looking at it from the side. You want three curves, one in the neck, one in the mid-back, one in the low back. And it should be just like that. That gives your spine the strength it needs to absorb the stresses that are put on it day after day. Now, one of the common postures, probably the most common postural distortion that we see, is this slump posture. And I guarantee you've all seen this before. I'm going to show you on here first, and I'll stand up and I'll show you what it looks like on a person. But basically what that means is this. Instead of having these nice balanced curves, now basically it starts in the rib cage, or again, the effects of it starts in the rib cage and what that does to the low back. So really the problem isn't even here, the cause of it could be here. So what happens is, because again, the different stresses that we put on our body, it induces these postural distortions, especially this one where it gets pushed back like this, where the thoracic cage or the rib cage gets pushed back. And then what happens, it has to bend excessively this way in order to get your head down and keep your eyes straight, because that's the body's goal, is to keep your eyes straight. So when that happens, now down here, it puts a lot of stress and strain on these ligaments, on the discs, on the joints. So then what happens? The muscle spasms and contraction. A lot of people think, okay, that's what's causing the pain, when in fact it's the position of your body that's causing the problem. So if you have this type of posture where it's slumped and back and hips are forward, which I'll show you in a second, core exercises, strengthening the stomach that people always like to do, to strengthen the low back, it's not going to change this shape. Stretching the hamstrings, stretching the hips, those are great things to do, but it's not the first step because it doesn't fix the underlying cause of the low back pain. So let me show you here. Get the chair out of the way. So basically what I'm talking about is here. You can't see my feet, but basically the hip should be lined up with the ankle. But what have we seen? I just came from church, so I actually saw a few people with this posture. The hips go forward, and now look at my thoracic cage. So again, I don't know which one comes first. It could be the hips first sometimes, or the thoracic cage going back. But either way, it's causing a lot of stress on your low back. So here, this posture right there. And I encourage you to try this. Hips forward, kind of slumping back, head goes forward. These are all compensations to keep you upright. Now, when you do this, if you don't feel it in your low back, you might be doing something wrong, but that might say how bad you already are, where you're already in that position where you can't even get farther. But if you take it even farther, you'll really feel it. You might not feel the pain, but you'll feel the stress down there in the low back. So that right there, again, doing planks, doing sit-ups, doing stomach exercises is not going to line that back up. Doing hamstring stretches, bending down, touching your toes, it's not going to fix that. And the structure, that shape, is what is making those fire. I mean, in that position, those little lightning bolts you see when there's pain, that's what you'd see down there, is lightning bolts. Okay, so you might not feel pain right now, but what do you think is going to happen? You in that position day after day after day. So I don't want to just give you the problem. I want to give you a couple of solutions. So now these are things that you can do at your desk. So what I want you to do, and hopefully you can see this, I'll back up a little bit. This first exercise is basically a thoracic and lumbar extension exercise to not just strengthen the muscles to pull it back, but to actually position you, strengthen the ligaments that are holding the joints together in that position too. So you're going to put your hands on your knees just like this. So you're going to grab on. So just doing that, you see it forces the shoulders back and my chest out. So from there, again, you're even going to stick your chest out farther, pulling your shoulders back and looking up. Hold that position for about 5 to 10 seconds and then relax. So up. And while you're doing this, you're pulling on your knees to help engage the mid-back, the thoracic cage, the shoulder blade muscles. Get more to the side so you can see it. And then looking up. Hold 5 to 10 seconds. Start on that, doing 1 set every day for 10 seconds. Work up to 3 to 5 sets where you're doing this, I mean, either at home or at your desk. A lot of you have desk jobs, so that will definitely help you out with that. So that's one exercise to help get you going in the right direction. Another one is probably a little bit harder because it involves more shoulder mobility. So in this slumped posture, again, these shoulders get rolled forward, these muscles, these ligaments get tight, and it's hard to get in that position. So this is called a thoracic extension as well. So you're going to put your hands, clasp them behind your head and neck. Not, like this where it's apart, but you got to clasp them behind your head and neck. You force the elbows back in line with your rib cage. And again, what that does, your chest goes out. So again, you're holding there, you're pushing your elbows back, pushing your head back into your hands. And you're doing that, holding that for 5 to 10 seconds, and then relax. 5 to 10 seconds, and relax. You don't want to lean back when you do it. You're sitting up nice and tall, so your shoulders are lined up with your hips. So remember, chest up and big, elbows back, head back, pushing for 5 to 10 seconds. Again, if you need help with this, if you don't feel it, again, usually there's some tweak that we can do to help you out with that. But try those 2 exercises, and then if you want to learn a lot more about how to eliminate your low back pain, that's what is this month? Man, it's flying by. May. May is our eliminating low back pain month. So what we're doing is having our dinner at Carrabba's, our free dinner. And it's about eliminating low back pain. So you'll learn more about what's causing low back pain, what the actual cause is, what isn't, different treatments that work, that don't work. So if you, your friends, family, coworkers are complaining all the time about their low back bothering them, or if you see somebody with that slump posture, call, sign up for it. The phone number is right there, 855-681-2225. It's Tuesday, May 27th at 6:30 at Carrabba's. So join us there. It's going to be awesome. You're going to learn a lot. It's going to open your eyes about what you can do to make your life, make your low back better. Have a good one.